Hi, I'm John Willis, founder of Turnaround Security. When I was a security architect, I was frustrated with business requirements documents not providing enough detail for programmers to write secure applications. Worse yet, organizations writing code don't have time for security architects and engineers to do all of the work that is really necessary to architect and design security functional components that are needed. Over $500 billion is lost each year due to security vulnerabilities in code. According to the U.S. government research think tank contractor, MITRE, and their Common Weakness Enumeration website, 1/3 of software security vulnerabilities are due to design errors and omissions. That's over $150 billion lost each year that could be prevented. This makes me think of business non-functional security requirements that I have received in the past that basically said, the application must be password protected, when in reality, mutual SSL or TLS authentication was required. Such a requirement translates to over 25 security functional requirements that must be considered during the architecting and design of the application. I dug into this pet peeve of mine and decided to repurpose the common criteria security functional requirements and their interdependencies to help me generate a detailed list of security functional requirements. My first proof of concept was a very crude program that did not include much of a modeling capability. Then, an informatics professor told me that I should use Neo4j graph database technology. This was a pivotal point in the evolution of AppSec Designer, since one potential customer mentioned they could have many thousands of requirements. Graph database technology offers the speed to make this happen. So, my next proof of concept demonstrated how to define security components using security requirements packages comprised of security functional requirements, then expand them using Neo4j based upon their interdependencies. Okay, so this is cool, but then I started thinking, how can I make this a really useful tool? Generating the detailed security functional requirements is the key feature, but I needed more supporting functionality. As a result, I added a number of screens supporting the secure software development lifecycle process. First, there is the Model Builder screen where you add security components directly or as threat modeling countermeasures. Then there's the Expand Requirements screen where the requirements are expanded based upon interdependencies. There's the Design Status screen where you check off whether or not the security functional requirement is already incorporated in the current design. Then there's the screen to enable input and calculation of risk-benefit analysis data. Next is the screen where you select whether or not you are going to add the missing functionality, defer it to another release, or accept the risk. Then we have the requirements change checklist that tells the architect, engineer, and programmers which detailed security functional requirements need to be addressed. It will also have an option to export to Agile framework tools such as Jira. Then the Output Test Requirements screen generates a list of all the functional requirements expected in the release, so that the testers know what to test for. This is key because today they aren't testing what is not documented. And for compliance purposes, this is what the security people will love because it will save a lot of time. The requirements of the design are output in ISO 27001 or NIST SP 853 format for the security plan documentation. Now, the tool needs to be flexible enough to support different standards of various organizations. So we are enabling the use of customized security functional requirement and threat modeling libraries. What will be most powerful is that we will stand up a user community forum where libraries can be shared. So, for example, a given commercial product may be best modeled by its own library. So, there may be various product libraries. Our initial offering will include a cloud-based subscription service as well as an enterprise installation. The most important part of our initial offering is that we will allow free trial use accounts limited to modeling only one application at a time. We hope to not place any other limitations on these accounts, but that will depend on the ongoing cost of the cloud service. I have taken the time to design this application. Many have reviewed it. If you agree that it is a worthwhile endeavor, then please back this project. Once AppSec Designer is built and available, we will invest our own money to bring it to market. So, please, back this project.